Yo, stop scrolling. I'm not kidding. This electric sedan can push over 1,100 horsepower in its top trim and costs about the same as a nicely spec'd Toyota Camry in America. Yeah, let that marinate for a second. We're talking supercar power, 600 plus mile total range in hybrid form, ultra luxury interior, rear wheel steering, crab walk mode. And it's not coming from Germany, not from California, but from China. If that doesn't make you at least a little curious, I don't know what will. Hit like if you love discovering cars before your friends do. Subscribe right now because this channel is about to become your unfair advantage in car knowledge. And drop a comment. Would you drive a Chinese luxury EV? Be honest. Now, let's talk about the Denza Z9 because this thing is wild. First impression, this car doesn't arrive, it makes an entrance. Starting at the front, the headlights are razor thin and sharp, almost like they were sketched by someone who binge-watched sci-fi movies. They stretch horizontally with this precise LED signature that screams high-end tech. It's not loud or cartoonish, it's controlled aggression. There's no traditional grille because, hello, EV life. Instead, you get this sculpted, aerodynamic front fascia with deep air channels carved into the bumper. It's clean, it's modern. It feels like something BMW wants to design but hasn't fully committed to yet. The hood is long and slightly domed, giving it that executive sedan presence. From certain angles, it reminds me of a Porsche Taycan mixed with a Mercedes EQE, but somehow more confident, less confused about its identity. Move to the side, and this is where proportions hit you. The Denza Z9 is long, over 5.2 meters long. That's proper flagship territory. The beltline runs clean from front to back with zero unnecessary drama. Flush door handles slide out electronically because of course they do. The glasshouse is slightly tapered, giving it that sporty coupe sedan vibe without sacrificing rear headroom. And those wheels? Massive multi-spoke alloys up to 21 inches, filling the arches perfectly. No awkward gaps, no rental spec energy. It looks planted. Now, here's something cool. Rear wheel steering. Yes, this big luxury sedan can turn like a much smaller car. It even has advanced maneuvering tricks like pivot turns and crab-style movement in tight spaces. Imagine parallel parking in Manhattan without sweating. That's the vibe. Then we get to the back. The rear is sleek and minimal, with a full-width LED taillight bar stretching across like a red laser beam. It's clean, elegant, and honestly, it looks expensive. The bumper integrates subtle aero elements, but nothing fake, no plastic nonsense pretending to be exhaust tips. Standing behind it, you get that same feeling you get looking at a high-end European sedan, except you know this one costs way less. And that's where the envy kicks in. And wait till you see the inside. Trust me, it gets crazier. Let's talk power. The Z9 comes in both fully electric and plug-in hybrid forms. The all-electric version uses a 100 kilowatt Blade battery, BYD's own battery tech, known for durability and safety. Range? Around 630 kilometers on the Chinese cycle. Real world, that's roughly 350 to 400 miles. Still extremely solid. But the insanity comes with the tri-motor setup. 3 motors, all-wheel drive, around 950 plus horsepower, over 1,100 newton-meters of torque. That's supercar territory. That's Lamborghini-adjacent numbers in a luxury family sedan. 0 to 60? Expect it to feel violent. Silent, but violent. The kind of acceleration that makes passengers grab the door handle and question their life decisions. And if you go plug-in hybrid, total combined range can exceed 1,000 kilometers. That's over 600 miles. You could drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco and back without stress. Tell me that doesn't mess with your brain a little. Safety? Oh, they didn't cheap out here either. The Z9 runs advanced driver assistance using NVIDIA Orin chips, serious computing power. You get adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, highway autonomous driving functions, the whole modern luxury checklist. The body structure uses high-strength steel and advanced crash absorption zones, multiple airbags throughout the cabin. It's built to compete with Mercedes and BMW in safety, not cut corners. And considering BYD is one of the largest EV manufacturers in the world, they're not experimenting anymore, they're executing. Now, the inside. This is where I genuinely got jealous. You open the door and it's like stepping into a tech billionaire's lounge. There's a large digital instrument cluster directly in front of you, crisp, customizable. In the center, a massive 17-inch infotainment screen floating confidently in the dashboard. Smooth graphics, quick response, premium layout. But wait, the passenger gets their own screen too. Yes, a dedicated display just for them, so no more fighting over music or navigation. In the back, individual entertainment screens for rear passengers. That's more screens than most American households had in 2005. Materials? Soft leather everywhere, real stitching, ambient lighting wrapping around the cabin like a glowing ribbon. It's the kind of lighting that makes night drives feel cinematic. The seats are heated, ventilated, and massaging, front and rear. Let me say that again. Rear passengers get massage too. There's even a built-in refrigerator compartment, because apparently we're living in 2035 now. Wireless charging pads, premium audio system, Devialet sound in higher trims. If you know audio, you know that's serious. The steering wheel is thick, modern, and wrapped in soft touch materials. The center console floats with layered storage underneath, hidden compartments, smart organization. Everything feels intentional. And here's the crazy part. None of it feels cheap. It feels cohesive, mature, like they studied Mercedes, Tesla, Porsche, then said, cool, we can do that too, for less. As an American watching this, I'm impressed and slightly salty. Size-wise, this is a proper executive sedan. 5 full-sized adults fit comfortably. Rear legroom is generous. Trunk space is practical for road trips or airport runs. It's not a 3-row SUV, but for a family of 4 or 5, this is luxury road trip heaven. You've got smart storage solutions, cooled compartments, deep door pockets, and a spacious center armrest. It's clearly designed for real people, not just spec sheet flexing. All right, deep breath. Let's talk price. In China, the Denza Z9 starts at roughly $47,000. Even higher trims land around $55,000 to $58,000 equivalent. Pause. That's less than many base German luxury sedans in the US. You're getting near 900 horsepower capability, ultra-luxury interior, advanced driver tech, huge battery, rear-wheel steering, for the price of a decently optioned Toyota Crown or a mid-level BMW 5 Series. That is disruptive. If this car landed in the US tomorrow at those prices, the internet would break. So now I've got to ask you, if the Denza Z9 and a Tesla Model S were sitting side by side at similar prices, which one are you taking home? Or would you stick with something like a BMW i5 just because it's familiar? Drop your answer below. I genuinely want to see where people stand on this. Look, whether you love it or you're skeptical, you can't ignore what's happening here. China isn't just making cheap EVs anymore. They're building legitimate luxury machines that compete with the West head-on, and the Denza Z9 proves it. So what do you think? Future family car or future flop? Hit that like button if this car surprised you. Subscribe because next time we're diving into another tech-packed EV that might shake up the American market. And drop your pick. Denza Z9, Tesla Model S, or BMW i5. I'll see you in the next one.